A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of the ongoing conflict, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reached out to the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, for assistance in delivering food and medical care to Israeli hostages held in Gaza. This request follows the release of harrowing videos depicting two hostages in a severely malnourished state, igniting outrage and protests across Israel. Netanyahu's office confirmed that he spoke with ICRC Regional Coordinator Julian Larisson, emphasizing the urgent need for humanitarian aid to the 49 hostages believed to be in captivity, of whom 27 are reported dead. The videos, which have been widely circulated, show hostages Rambaslavsky and Eviatar David in distressing conditions, with David appearing to dig what he claims is his own grave. These images have fueled public anger, leading to large-scale demonstrations in Tel Aviv, where thousands gathered to demand action from the government. Protesters carried signs with messages such as "Stop the war" and "Leave no one behind," reflecting widespread frustration with the government's handling of the hostage situation and the ongoing military campaign in Gaza. Netanyahu, in a public address, expressed his shock at the footage released by Hamas and reiterated his commitment to securing the release of all hostages. He assured families of the captives that efforts to bring them home remain a priority. The ICRC has expressed its horror at the videos, calling for immediate access to the hostages to provide necessary medical treatment and food. However, Hamas has indicated that it would only allow access if humanitarian corridors are established across Gaza, which remains under strict Israeli blockade. The Al-Qassam Brigades, Hamas's military wing, denied intentionally starving the hostages, but stated that they would not receive preferential treatment while the siege continues. The situation in Gaza has reached critical levels, with reports from health officials indicating that more than 111 cases of malnutrition have been documented. The United Nations and various humanitarian organizations have warned that a famine is unfolding in the region, exacerbated by the ongoing conflict and restrictions on aid. In a separate incident, Israeli fire reportedly killed 9 Palestinians who were waiting to collect food rations from a humanitarian site in Rafah, further intensifying tensions. The Israeli military has faced criticism for its operations in Gaza, which have resulted in significant civilian casualties. According to estimates, over 60,430 people have died since the beginning of the conflict, with the majority being civilians. As the humanitarian crisis deepens, calls for a ceasefire and negotiations for hostage release grow louder, both within Israel and from the international community. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas condemned the situation, labeling the videos as appalling and demanding the unconditional release of all hostages. She also called for large-scale humanitarian aid to be allowed into Gaza, a sentiment echoed by leaders from Arab nations involved in mediation efforts. Meanwhile, in a provocative move, far-right Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir conducted a Jewish prayer at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, calling for the annexation of Gaza. His actions have drawn sharp criticism and raised concerns over escalating tensions in the region. As the situation continues to evolve, the plight of the hostages and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza remain at the forefront of global attention, with many calling for immediate action to address both issues. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.